In this series of tutorials, we're going to model this Sash Clamp. I'm using Shapr3D to build this model, but the concepts are largely the same across most CAD apps. These tutorials will assume that you have some knowledge of Shapr3D or similar modeling app. This Sash Clamp is based on a real metalworking project, but in this 3D model, we're going to make some assumptions to keep things fairly simple. For example, these M6 bolts will be shown as simple cylinders, although if we wanted to, we could model them with a real thread, like this one. And this screw thread here is modelled off a metric coarse M16 thread. Now, you wouldn't use a metric coarse thread for a clamping device like this, but this will kind of work because the whole project is quite small. For example, this section here is only 25 by 25 millimeters. We also won't go into detail about how the thread is terminated here in the stop. So whilst this project can actually be made, we won't focus on every single detail and we'll keep some aspects of the project, well, conceptual. This is mainly about how to approach modeling a project like this and to help you build your modeling skills. And I'm going to be working from this set of 2D drawings to get all my dimensions. You don't need these drawings to follow along, as I'll be entering in all the dimensions and calling them out as I go. You should be able to just watch the video and rebuild it. So where would you start? Well, take a look at the items panel here on the left. The first thing you do is try to think of this project in terms of its component parts. I've created folders for all the parts, and in each folder there's a bunch of sketches and bodies that make up each component. And I've put all these folders into this main folder because I'm going to make all these folders again as we rebuild the model. This just allows me to turn the original one on and off. If I click on the folders, you can see the individual components light up. Organizing content into folders also makes stuff easier to find. When I click a folder to see what's inside, you can see the different parts, and the parts also highlight in the modeling space. You can then turn these folders on and off as needed to make it easier to see other parts of your model. It's also important to think about how you want to place this project in the modeling space. You can see here that I've got this one oriented around the origin, with the center of the square section running along the y-axis. Now that works for me and gives me a general sense of direction. We're also going to give this project some visualization treatment to add some realism to the project. So after having considered those first few thoughts, I'm going to start modeling this project by focusing on the main rail, and we'll take a look at that in the next video. If you found this helpful, or if you think that more deep dive videos into this project would be helpful, then hit the like button, leave a comment or question, and consider subscribing, and we'll see you next time.